Evening, ladies and gentlemen, 6 p.m. Just prior to our regular board meeting, we'll be holding a public hearing. Meeting was posted May 29th, 2020. Grand Rapids Town Board will conduct a public hearing on the following application. Scott Stifler, Kingdom Storage LLC, a conditional use permit to build storage warehouses with portable storage container rentals located at the corner of Highway 54 East and 52nd Street North in the northeast portion of parcel 0700338. This public hearing will be held at 6 p.m. on June 9th at Grand Rapids Municipal Building. You heard the announcement for it, and the procedure this evening is if you wish to speak for or against this, we'll ask you to state your name for our records. We'll ask 3 times or a combination of that until we get all those requests to speak covered, and then we'll ask for those that are for it. So at this time, anybody in the audience that wishes to speak against the town board granting a conditional use permit for the storages with portable container rentals, please speak to the board. Go ahead.
I just wondered if there was a planning report that you could give us, so some of us know what you talked about at the planning commission on this issue? Or somebody from the planning commission representative could tell us what went on? Because a lot of the things that were spoken at the planning commission, maybe we wouldn't have to redo them here. The planning commission, I think, met last night.
That's typically not the way the public hearing.
But are you all supported what we on the issue to understand?
If you let me answer your comment, when we get to the actual board meeting, I believe the planning commission has some items that they are suggesting be added to that, and we will then discuss those. But it's premature because we're holding a public hearing first on the conditional use. If conditional use gets granted, then there's stipulations that I understand. Correct me, right, Bill?
Yes.
That would be correct. That we would add on to if the board was to consider. So anybody else in the audience wish to speak against this, please stand and recite your name for the clerk, please.
Linda Himmelbright. I am against. Basically, I don't find, I've been trying to figure out how this is going to bring revenue to our area. I have no clue. I have not come up with an answer. If anybody has, I'd like to hear it. I find it to be a very big inconvenience and safety issue. We are a residential area, and now we're going to have to be bombarded with traffic coming in on 52nd Street. This is a residential area. I have grandchildren that live with me. I have several neighbors that have grandchildren, people that have their own children there. And I'm just, I don't like it. My grandkids cannot go out onto Highway 54 and ride their bikes because I wouldn't even do it. They can play around the area. It's a very safe environment. The neighbors are very cautious of the children that are around there, or even myself when I walk or bike. You're not going to be able to tell people when they come to pick up a pod that you can't go down Brenda Lane or Mole Road. I don't know who's going to be able to do that. You're not going to be able to police that area for that.
Okay.
Okay?
Clerk did not catch your name with your repeat.
Linda Engelbright.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Go ahead, ma'am.
My name is Shirley Kadrowski. I live on the corner of Brenda Lane and 52nd Street. I came to represent the entire subdivision. We do not want traffic on 52nd and Brenda Lane. We have small, I'm repeating what she said. We have small children on bikes, trikes, and strollers. People may not see them as they exit 52nd Street.
52nd Street. We've kind of gone around and talked to about 20 of the neighbors, and we've compiled their signatures on this document stating the reasons why we are against the storage units being built where they are currently proposed.
Thank you. Does anybody else wish to speak against? You had your once.
What's that?
You had to speak once, didn't you, Mike?
That was on a different issue, sir.
Not really, but go ahead.
I'm here for the,
Public hearing.
correct.
Brett, go ahead.
Couple things. When you first look at this, at first lane, I'm not entirely against it, but we'll see how the owners respond to a couple things. Having been on planning commissions for years, the God's pods, are those colored metal containers? Can somebody answer that question?
We don't answer questions during the, all we do is make your comments.
So, well, let me use my best advice from being on planning commissions. Those iron pods, which I think they are, this diagram, if it would go forward, should be entirely flipped so the neighbors don't have to look at multicolored metal shafts or pods. And the structural buildings would be to the frontage of 52nd Street. That would help them. Number two is, when you're looking at the conditions, that's why I asked about the planning commission, with all due respect, that was a point of order, if anything. The planning commission, there should be absolutely no outside storage. In other words, the owners would not be able to put anything for sale out there. There would be none of their equipment that would be, to be able to be seen from the road. So, like Wisconsin Rapids has on all theirs, there is no outside storage. I see there's a camper down the road for sale, but it'd be nothing like that. You know, again, another question would be is on the fire protection. I suppose the planning commission got a fire assessment, but I'm thinking if there was a fire in one of the pods, because you never know what's going in it, I don't see how a fire truck could get down there and turn around on the back end. So maybe the fire chief could review that. I think that's part of the state requirement for them to look at that and make a report out. You know, the last thing is that access road that comes in there, you know, on 52nd Street, I can see where the residents can see where that's going to be a problem. Number two is, you know, how wide is that? And if anything, the positioning of that from a safety aspect of a 54, I'd be concerned. So I hope the owners would respectfully look at some of the things that have been brought forward. And again, I don't know what the planning commission recommended, but there are some things that should be redone there. Or on the board's timing, if they look at it tonight, they should put some type of restrictions on it. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else in the audience wish to speak against it? Go ahead, ma'am. Your name?
Hi, I'm Christine Stotts. Our property is adjacent just south of the proposed storage unit facility. We also agree with what's being said as far as safety with the transport or the vehicles coming into that area, but are also concerned would be the value of our home depreciating and also the ability to protect us from possible vandalism or people who might be trying to break into the storage units. We don't have that kind of thing in the subdivision right now, but something like that could cause that to come to our area. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else? Go ahead, sir.
I can talk to you. My name is Mark Stotts. I live with her, you know, in the subdivision there on that same property. You know, we're all concerned about, you know, one of the big concerns we had was the site of being able to see this thing from our yards. You know, the two neighbors that live across the road and us, I mean, we're going to look across our backyard and going to see the storage units there. That's one of our really big concerns, is that it's going to cut up, you know, all we're going to see is these buildings. He has said last night a little bit about different things of what could happen. We were at the meeting last night of different things that could happen. He was trying to work with us and stuff. I hope if he follows through on the stuff, it could work. but it is gonna cause more traffic in our neighborhood. I would like it if they does have to come in on 52nd Street, that they would have to turn left and head out to the highway, but they're still gonna end up going past these guys' driveway and the other one on the corner, so it is gonna cause a safety concern on 52nd Street. Also, not so much us, we're more worried about the site and the look of it. But he has guaranteed that this thing will look good, they're gonna do it with colors, good colors and all that stuff, so I guess that's my point. So,
Okay, thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak against? Third and final time, maybe the fourth. Anybody wishing to speak against? Not, I'll call the, go ahead, ma'am, for the record, name.
Jean Beach. I'm against it also. I built out there several years ago because it was a quiet neighborhood, not a business neighborhood. I don't want a business in my residential neighborhood. I don't need it. The rest of my neighbors do not need it. I also have grandchildren that come over. They ride their bikes around that block. What kind of a hazard is that going to be? A big one. Seen it happen too many times. We don't need our grandchildren and children hurt and injured because of stupid people coming into these garages and flying in and getting their junk out of the garages and flying out. You know what happens? I've seen it at several of them. I've come to places and sit and watch them. The people don't care. All they want to do is get to their garage and get in and out. It's a hazard. It's a hazard.
Thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak? Hearing no other ones wishing to speak against, I'll ask anybody in the audience that wishes to speak in favor of. And again, name for the records, please.
Well, I'm Darren Schweinfuss. I'm one of the partners with Kingdom Storage. Obviously, nobody likes change. Nobody likes, something to go on in their neighborhood. We understand your concerns with safety and appearance. So obviously, that's through the DOT. Obviously, that has to be addressed. And then obviously, appearances. We pride ourselves on that. We want to pride ourselves on it's our company's reputation, it's our brand. We want to grow. We want to be a blessing to people in the area. So and to provide a service that people need. And on the same time, like I said, it's to be able to control a property. It comes down to who owns it and what it's intended to do. So appreciate your time.
Thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak in favor of? Go ahead, sir, then you in the back.
Aaron Troxel, I'm one of the partners as well.
Could we get their address, please? Could we get their address,
If they
please?
sign in, they have it. If they sign in, they have it. If not, did you sign in, sir?
Yeah.
Then they have it, though.
So if anybody wants to know their address, run back there real quick and look at it. I think you should give your address.
Yeah.
So let's, it's no problem, I'm just saying, for the court's issue, it's easier just to take the names that you signed in.
I want to know if they're
Excuse me, I'm going to ask you, sir, if you will state your name and
Yep, Aaron Troxel, 7602 Autumn Blaze Trail, DeForest, Wisconsin. Originally from Richmond Center, businesses in the Dells. So I want to address a few of the items here. As far as child safety, I've got 3 young kids. I completely understand where everybody's coming from there. My oldest is 8, so trust me, I understand, and I hear what you guys are saying. And we'll definitely take that into an extensive amount of consideration. We want to make sure that safety is the #1 priority. As far as eyesore, multicolors, that type of thing, all of our, so we're going to be doing a blend here. There's going to be some traditional buildings, and there's also going to be some mobile units as well. All of our mobile units, those are all one trip, brand new containers. They're going to be a complete uniform color, uniform logo. Everything's going to be completely uniform on those. So everything will blend in, and again, look uniform. As far as the no outside storage, absolutely we're in agreement on that. Nothing's going to be outside, everything's inside. As far as our leases contracts, it's all stated that you're not allowed to have anything over a small engine size, or snow blower, lawnmower, something like that. Nothing bigger than that is required in our leases. And then as far as, so it sounds like the entrance from 52 is the most pressing concern. We'll check in and see what other options we have with the DOT, what is feasible to be able to adjust that from 52 to something that might be a better fit. As far as the vandalism due to the higher volume of traffic, we're in full agreement there. We're going to have a security and privacy fence all the way around. We've got quite a bit of lighting that we're going to be doing. It'll be down lighting so it doesn't pass on your guys' properties. And then we'll also have, I don't know if I mentioned, but quite a bit of security cameras as well. We'll do everything that we can to kind of hedge that. And obviously we want to have conversations to see if there's anything else that we can do to help as well. Because I mean, I understand conceptually what the concern is. If people are, if people want to break into our stuff and they turn and go, oh, what they got, we understand. So we'll try to do everything we can. We're going to be doing a vegetation screen around as well, so that way, you might, there's still going to be some limits there, is what we're going to be trying to do. So again, we're trying to make it so it's a win-win for everybody. Our goal here, again, is to be able to bring revenues back into the communities, mainly the churches, local churches, and help, programs like that. So again, I appreciate you guys' insight.
Is there anybody else who wishes to speak for it?
Question, Bill?
This is not a question and answer. Yeah.
He's speaking on the issue. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to follow up. I just asked him. He looked at me and talked.
I think afterwards, correct?
Was that the back, that gentleman in the back that raised your hand? Go ahead.
Kevin Bishop. I live at 3010 11th Street South. I am pastor of the church across the street, or kitty corner from the location. And we have I represent people from all areas. We have a growing church. They live in Grand Rapids, Wisconsin Rapids, Buren, different places. And they are all for this project. I have met these men. They are men of integrity, men of character. And I believe that they'll do it correctly and right. And I believe all the safety issues will be taken care of. And you guys are concerned about it. We all have had kids. I've grown my kids up. And I want around safe instances too. I know other businesses are talking about going up and down Highway 54. That's just an inside thing that I know about. So change is coming. We are losing jobs in this area at a phenomenal rate. The mill just laid off 1,000 people. I think, and I believe, I was here last night, and I believe Scott said this is just one of the businesses they want to bring in here to help the local economy. So I think we need to aggressively adapt to change so we can change the financial stability around it. It's a volatile situation. I've been here for 20 years, and things are changing. And we need jobs, we need revenue, we need better paying jobs. And these men they build culverts around the country. They have car lot. They do all kinds. They're immersed in all kinds of different businesses. I've met them, talked to them, prayed with them, and I believe it's a good thing for our area. So that's all I have.
Thank you. You wish to
My
speak
question, Sherry Kudrowski, my question is, the big field adjoining that lot was available. Why didn't you buy that? It has no trees, no houses.
Before your order, ma'am, you're not speaking to those that are in favor. We're asking specifically for those people that are in favor
Oh, I
of it.
misunderstood. Sorry about
I
that.
apologize if you didn't understand.
That field is available.
You had your first opportunity if you were against it. These are for those that are wishing to speak in favor. Is there anybody else that wishes to speak in favor of it? Hearing no more, I'm going to close the public hearing, and the time is 6:21 p.m. I'm going to start the regular town board agenda. First item on our agenda is the pledge of allegiance, and I ask that you here to join us for these things. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item 3, approve minutes for the following town board meetings. 3/19/2020, 3/25/2020, and 5/12/2020. What's your wishes?
I'll make a motion to approve the 3/19, 3/25, and 5/12/2020 minutes.
Motion by Patty.
I'll second it.
Seconded by Nan. Any discussions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed? No opposed. Item 4 is a public comment period. This is an opportunity for you to address the board for no more than 2 minutes at any session, and we'll cut it off at 30 minutes. If there's not enough discussion, then we'll move on to the regular agenda. Anybody in the audience wishing to speak to the board? Go ahead.
My name is Mike Spike, 5310 Clover Road. I want to compliment the town board, especially the planning commission, on the survey they sent out, what was that, like 2 months ago? But just a point of feedback for the people that, in a good share, I think the response was good. Why wouldn't we get a letter back to summarize? Maybe that's being planned on, but we haven't heard a word. A lot of us go to Facebook, we don't care to Facebook, we don't read the minutes. But I think everybody, money should be allotted to have every home that sent a survey in, or even everybody that you sent to originally, should get some feedback from that to them at their house. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else wishing to speak? Hearing no comments, we'll move to the regular agenda items. Item 5 is our monthly reports. I did allow staff for these reports do not attend, and they provided written reports for you. If there's any questions on the reports, please meet specifically with them.
Will we ever resume that again? I mean, why aren't they here? Because you told them not to be?
I told them they had the option due to the coronavirus and trying to keep crowds down. I said that they may submit report, and if you have comments, you may speak directly with them. They are available at any time.
For purposes, I think they should be here.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I will start it up when we feel that it's safe for crowds to be in here again. Item 6, this will be considered possible action resolution 2020-17, Scott Safer, Kingdom Storage Limited, the conditional use permit to build storage warehouses with portable storage container rentals located at the corner of Highway 54 East and 52nd Street in the northeast portion of the parcel 0700338. I'm going to ask Patty to update us on what the Planning Commission's thoughts were last evening. Actually, discussion can go prior to a motion, but either way.
I can give a rundown as far as what was taking place last night. There were quite a few people, and some of them are here this evening. There were a lot of good questions that were asked, and the Planning Commission did agree to recommend to the town board to approve this storage facility. But there are 14 conditions that the Planning Commission is asking the town to make a motion to stipulate for them to have this storage facility. One of the things too, it's not part of the condition, but Scott had mentioned last night at the meeting that he will be talking to the DOT to see if there is a possibility of an entrance that comes on 52nd Street, 54, Highway 54. However, we already had received a notification from the DOT that said that there is no possibilities at that time to have an entrance off of Highway 54 because of the safety issues of that corner. But they are willing to go back to the state and see if there's still a possibility. So this property is already zoned B1, which is a commercial property. And so it will potentially have, if they don't have the storage facilities on it, it could really have other type of manufacturing facilities on it. That would eventually bring more traffic to 52nd Street in itself. So I don't know how much traffic a storage facility brings. I know that there's one across the street. I've lived here my whole entire life. And I really don't see a lot of traffic coming in and out. I know people myself rent storage facilities. They don't even go there for 4 years, and then, you know, they empty them out. So,
Would you speak to the item?
right. But these were some of the things that we had stipulated, and when I make the motion, I'm going to ask that we have these in the motion and for the approval. We talked about security cameras, which these were the concerns and conditions for that the Plan Commission had for safety of public motorists. To have security cameras and allow the police access for the investigations. Now, the reason why they said police access is because this facility is going to have a fence that's surrounded. One of our conditions that we had. Driveways shall be 30 feet in width and paved. And this was a recommendation from our fire chief. So he has looked into this, and that was his recommendation. Maintain a 30-foot width for access and sufficient turning radius for the fire department. And so once the plans are more developed, again, they'll come back for, for the fire department or the police department to review. The project layout must be signed off by the fire department prior to the commencement of the construction. So the fire chief will have the concern, and he will also make sure that there's enough turning radius and width for fire trucks. The ingress and egress shall be off of 52nd Street North, and the facility shall be fenced. We talked about no on-site sales or auctions, which was one of your concerns, and we'll have that in a stipulation for the conditional use permit. On-site units in the facility may not be used for human or habitat for housing of animals. Then we went in to discuss to promote the aesthetic quality of the development. We talked about the exterior appearance of all the buildings and the structures, and they should be of earth tone and in uniform in color. And they mentioned this evening that they already have that in mind. We have, in our next category, our Plan Commission talked about protecting the neighboring landowners from adverse impacts of adjoining development. And we spoke about the property to be kept clean with no outside storage. We also talked about screening and having hedges or evergreens shall be planted and maintained along 52nd Street North, and landscape shall be submitted to the Plan Commission for approval prior to the commencing of the construction. We addressed the light pollution possibility, and Scott also talked about that their development has site lighting that's wall-mounted and downcast lights to eliminate the light pollution to the neighboring properties, and that they're going to be utilizing the lighting fixtures so that they're consistent throughout their development. We spoke about the coming and going of the vehicles, and we proposed on having hours of movement of the portable storage to be 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., so it's during daylight hours. We also talked about maintaining and protecting the land, the air, the water within the adjacent to the highway corridor. And one of the things that they have to do, because of the fact of the size of the area, they have to work with the DNR prior to the commencement of the construction for the watershed.
We also talked about, of course, they're going to be getting all the local and state permits prior to commencing construction, which is a must. And then we also talked about the ownership of the property to be in the applicant's name. And so we had quite a big discussion in regards to this storage facility. So the Plan Commission did recommend to the town board that we would like to have them approve the portable storage container rental and storage warehouse as proposed, and then I can make the motion with the conditions that we discussed.
Is there a discussion before we go into the motions? Anybody? Go ahead, if you wish to make a motion, then we'll open up the board for discussion.
Okay.
For or against?
Yes. I'd like to make a motion
Any
to
questions?
We are board's meeting now, Mike. Go ahead.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the conditional use permit to build storage warehouses with portable storage container rentals located at the corner of Highway 54 East and 52nd Street North in the northeast portion of parcel 070033A with the recommended conditions. 1, the applicant must install security cameras on the property, allow police access for investigations. 2, the driveway shall be at least 30 feet in width and paved. 3, must maintain a 30-foot width for access and sufficient turning radius for fire department, and project layout must be signed off by the Town of Grand Rapids Fire Department prior to commencing construction. 4, ingress and egress shall be 52nd Street North. 5, facility shall be fenced. 6, no on-site sales or auctions. 7, on-site units in facility may not be used for human habitat or for housing animals. 8, exterior appearance of all buildings and structures shall be of earth tone color and uniform in appearance. 9, property is to be kept clean with no outside storage. 10, screening hedge evergreens shall be planted and maintained along 52nd Street North, and a landscape plan shall be submitted to the Plan Commission for approval prior to commencing construction. 11, site lighting shall be wall-mounted downcast lights to eliminate light pollution to neighboring properties, and lighting fixtures shall be consistent style throughout. 12, hours of movement of portable storage containers only during 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. 13, all applicable local and state permits shall be obtained prior to commencing construction. 14, ownership of the property shall be in the applicant's name, or applicant shall provide written authorization from the parcel owner to use the property for storage warehouses and portable storage container rentals.
Patty Lumley has made that motion. Is there a second for the motion?
I'll second.
There's a motion been made by Patty, seconded by Dan Paulson. Board discussions, comments, concerns.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going through all this, and did the people out there, did you see this list of 14 restrictions before tonight? Did you guys, you give the name?
No, Derek Joseph, I haven't seen that list before yet.
Just curious.
Right, however, they were here when we made the motion to, yes, with those same restrictions.
I haven't seen the 14 items on the list, I guess. Personally, I was here last night.
Right.
But
Okay, all right, that was my question. The hedges, is there a height restriction on them? Or are we making them, I mean, are they, how high are these hedges going to be on 52nd
Well,
Street?
one of the things that Scott had talked about with the type of screening that they have for the fencing, and can you tell me the term?
It's an OPEC fence. OPEC fence.
Explain that to me.
An OPEC fence is basically a chain link fence, but they have security slats that go in between it, so it's in earth tone colors, so it blends in with the area.
Okay,
So he's gonna have that type of fencing, and then we're also saying, evergreens also.
Evergreens in front of it.
Yeah, yes, correct. And then also I just want to add, we're going to keep as many deciduous trees as possible.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yes.
So the movement, portable storage from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., is that 7 days a week? Or weekdays or?
We won't be doing it on Sunday.
So it's gonna be what, Monday through
Saturday.
Monday through Saturday, correct.
And you're only having one person doing this.
One person driving, and we can give them very explicit instructions not to go down 52nd to turn out on 54th. But we also like to pursue that 54th entrance, so that's our first goal.
So can we get that added to number 12, that will be Monday through Saturday? Is that possible, Mr. Chairman?
The delivery
Is
times.
that the motion?
I can make that a,
Is that a friendly amendment, or do we need to make a vote on the motion to add it? We haven't voted yet, so.
Okay.
I'll add that, a Monday through Saturday, hours.
Yeah, movement should be Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. How tall are these buildings?
The height of the building is 9.1 inches, 9.1 feet at the top of the peak, 8.6 at the median of the pitch.
So at the top of the peak of the roof?
Yes, it's
The bottom is
8.6. The bottom is 8.6 and the top peak is 9.1.
9.1.
Yes.
9.1 to the ground.
Correct. Correct.
That's the portables.
No, that's the conventional.
The permanent one, the ones that are permanent on the ground?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead, anything else?
Okay, so I'm a little confused too. The last thing is the corporation who's building it is Kingdom Storage LLC, right?
Correct, yes, sir.
But the property is going to be owned by an individual, by Scott.
Oh,
So how?
Kingdom Storage. We're all partners, sir.
Okay, so Kingdom Storage is going to own it, but it says the ownership of the property shall be in the applicant's name.
That's because it's currently owned by Congress.
And what was Patty?
Yes.
I'll give it to you a second, Bill.
It's currently owned by Congress,
Yep.
and then, I can't recall the last name of the person that's going to be purchasing the property.
Derek
Oh,
Schweinfest.
okay,
Mr. Schweinfest.
right.
So you buy the property,
Kingdom Storage.
He signed it as a member.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
So I signed that as a member as well.
okay, so the name of the property is going to be in corporation.
Correct, yes.
All right. All right.
But as of last night, when we approved it, it wasn't, because it's all continued.
Okay, I think I got it.
Yeah, we're not going to purchase.
If they,
Yeah.
Yep, okay, thank you.
The question I have is pertaining to the landscaping process. As I understand it, you need to come in with a design plan, is that correct, Patty? That goes back to the plan commission, that's not a board action?
Correct, that's a plan commission request, and so it would just come back to us, and we have the authority to be able to approve that.
Not if I... Okay, questions down there?
I have,
What?
yes, I have a response. I'm going to be voting no against the motion. I'm confused at the motion because on the agenda, it says approval of resolution 2020-17, and that's not what I heard in the motion. What I heard in the motion is what the planning commission's recommendations were. Patty, I believe you did not make a motion to approve that resolution.
Oh,
Is that correct?
I guess I misspoke with that, so I can, being that we have not called for the vote, I can withdraw it and reread it, redo the motion.
Okay, and I voted against the motion for that's one of the reasons. The other one is, I'm as surprised as a lot of you people out there. I know this sounds like, oh, not in my backyard. But I was quite surprised to see The church that goes along with this was a church before the town knew about it, or before the town even issued a permit to have that church. So that kind of a sneak up on me as a board member. And the other thing is that all these conditions, you know, it's not part of the resolution, it's just an addendum to the resolution. And I don't see, yes, we're going to do that until it's signed, for one thing, and it wouldn't be signed. The other thing is that last night it was told that we're a world organization. We're a world organization, and we got invited here. And we got invited here to increase jobs. I would like to know just exactly what jobs could possibly be taken. My other thing is just down the road is an empty industrial park created by the village of Buren. They have hardly anybody in that park. We have several other parks in this county with it. I serve on the county board and know these things about the park. Why that couldn't go down there with the park, or why couldn't these containers be where the church is? So I am voting against this, and I will hope that the members of the board also vote against.
All right, Patty, are we changing your motion and redoing that, or what are we doing?
Yes, I can, if it's consider and possible action of Resolution 2017, Scott Stifler, Kingdom Storage LLC, conditional use permit to build storage warehouses with portable storage container rentals located at the corner of Highway 54 East and 52nd Street North in the northeast portion of parcel number 070033A, with the conditions of the 14 items that I have read previously, but I will reread them. Applicant must install security cameras on the property, allow police access for investigations. 2, driveway shall be at least 30 feet in width and paved. 3, must maintain a 30 feet width for access and sufficient turning radius for fire department and project layout. Must be signed off by the Town of Grand Rapids Fire Department prior to commencing construction. 4, ingress and egress shall be on 52nd Street North. 5, facility shall be fenced. 6, no on-site sales or auctions. 7, on-site units in facility may not be used for human habitats or for housing animals. 8, exterior appearance of all buildings and structures shall be of earth tone color and uniform in appearance. 9, property is to be kept clean with no outside storage. 10, screening, hedge, or evergreens shall be planted and maintained along 52nd Street North, and a landscape plan shall be submitted to the Planning Commission for prior approval to commencing construction. 11, site lighting shall be wall-mounted downcast lights to eliminate light pollution to neighboring properties, and lighting fixtures shall be consistent in style throughout. 12, hours of movement of portable storage container only during 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday for the hours of movement of the portable storage containers. 13, all applicable local and state permits shall be obtained prior to commencing construction. 14, ownership of the property shall be in the applicant's name, or applicant shall provide written authorization from the parcel owner to use the property for storage warehouses and portable storage container rentals.
I'll second that
The
motion.
motion was made by Patty, seconded by Dan. Board discussion now on this motion.
Yes, I am. I'm quite concerned about the fact that, yes, I'll check with the state of Wisconsin. I think it should be the town of Grand Rapids be checking with the state of Wisconsin about an access, and it could only be approved if there wasn't access on Highway 54. I see no reason why it can't. There are other 2 accesses on that, and I would think that that would be the responsibility of this town, and if it's not done, it's not approved. And I'm still voting against the motion.
All right, anybody else with comments? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Those in favor of the resolution 2020 as explained and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anybody opposed?
No opposed.
All opposed? Do we have four? Correct. We have four. You are correct. You have received it. You have a lot of hurdles to get through before you're ready to build.
Yes.
And we hope that everything goes well.
Thank you. Appreciate your time, guys.
We'll give you a second to leave if you wish to leave. We'll move on to our couple of other items. Want to put that together? We had to add copies of this.
We did.
Yeah, very good. We thoroughly read it.
Was there notice about last night? Did we have known that?
Posted plan commission. So the plan commission.
So the sheet that we got, just said about the board meeting? Because we're a neighboring property?
Well, our zoning administrator said that she had sent notices.
It's noticed within a certain number of footage.
That's, we got
maybe-
the one notice for the board meeting, but we didn't know about last night's meeting, and obviously, being a business that's in similar business, we would have had some other recommendations. But because you only asked if for or against, then we didn't have appropriate time to speak. So I know
That,
it's water on the bridge now.
You may be correct, but we're following what the state requires us to do, and if we could.
So I guess the only note is probably too late, but with your screening and with your height restrictions.
It's wrong. We don't like it anymore than anybody else.
Well, you said yes, so you proved it. We want you to prove business, you know that, but, we know that we were denied before, so.
I personally live right behind.
Well, yeah, but you approved it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's fine, you're in favor of it, and that's fine, we want you to approve businesses, but, we know that we were denied before, so of course it's a little rough.
All right.
Patty, you weren't around back then? Dan had just started in the portable storage industry, and Grand Rapids said we don't want you. So,
Okay.
All right, we'll move on to our rest of our agenda this evening, and item 7 is consider possible action on the road paving projects to be completed in 2020, and that's for understand from Dan, you did not get a chance to meet with Mr. Studish yet?
No, I did not.
I'll just, with your approval, table it till our next meeting. I'll make that motion, and
I'll second that.
second by Dan. Your table item 7 till next month, all in favor say aye. Aye, anybody opposed? Okay, item 8, consider possible action on the 2021 liquor licenses. I'll have the clerk read the licenses, and I will notice you that I will be abstaining from any approval or discussions, as I am a member of one that is holding a liquor license and also holding a bartender's license, so I will be abstaining. And I'll ask Dan to run the for and against.
So the applications we have is for Bud's Farm Mart, Bullseye Golf Club, and Tri-City Clubhouse. Eric Getzloff, which is for the poorhouse, Grand Rapids Lions Club, Great Expectations, Grieve HPP, which is Fowler International, Hoozles, Jammers Bar and Grill, Lake Corporation of Wisconsin, Mickey Saloon, The Ridges of Wisconsin Rapids, Ruby Reds, Savory Steakhouse, and Sherrill Sales Corp, which is the store on Aiken. And the police chief approved all of these.
Is there a motion to accept the liquor license renewals as read?
I can make that motion.
I will second that.
Motion by Patty, second by Bill. All those in favor? Aye. All 4 in favor, 1 abstain. Motion passed.
All right, moving to the next item. Consider possible action on rescheduling the August town board meeting due to the 8/11 being partisan primary. Lisa, did you have a possible meeting to talk about maybe the week after it?
Yeah, we can call it for Tuesday after we do.
Let that work for early, the 17th, I believe.
August 18th.
August 18th. That work for everybody?
I'm looking. Yes.
Okay, Somebody make that motion?
I'll make a motion that we move the reschedule of August town board meeting to August 18th, 6 p.m.
Motion by Dan, second
I'll second.
by Ann. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? No opposed. Item 10 is the main disbursement vouchers. Is there any questions on the vouchers?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
I have one where it talks about our cleaning service. I thought we weren't going to have that. It's on page, it's on the bottom of page 7, and it says here, Uniper Corporation. Were we going to stop that service, or what was it?
We're in a legal discussion with it.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
We are customers.
So it's a total of $387 we paid them for
For 1 month.
1 month.
And it varies, it's not the exact same, but.
And we get to keep it.
Any other questions on the vote? If not, we'll move on to operator licenses. Again, I will read and then if you would take charge.
Make Dan read them all.
Go ahead. As presented.
We got the operator's license for the month of June. Again, as presented.
You don't need to read it.
I'll make a motion to approve.
With one denial.
One denial.
There is one denial on that, or on the denial, so.
You need to read the denial.
The denial is Amy Armananis, is that? Hieronymus of Sager's Cave.
I'll second.
Who made the motion? Dan?
Bill.
Bill made the motion. Second by, oops, I'm sorry.
Second by Bill, second by Patty. All those in favor?
Aye.
Now, on the denial, are we in favor of that person coming before us?
I always send them a letter the next day, and it gives them the option if they want to come back to another meeting, if they want to present their case again.
I think that's just a good idea. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
So, operation is approved as listed with one denial, 4 days, and 1 abstain.
Item 12, monthly reports from committees. Public Works, basically, Rick didn't provide us a monthly report this month, but I can tell you the main project is going to be cleaned, the chip seal project on Airport Avenue will be swept tomorrow morning to get the chips off. And they're working on other backfills and potholes as we see the falling more and more. Plan Commission, Patty, is there anything else you want to bring up on Plan Commission?
Oh, yes, it was a nice meeting last night. We had 3 dog exemption permits, we had 3 chicken permits. We had a zoning permit for a metal car court. We had another zoning permit to have the truck and car repair located out on Clover Road. We also approved a zoning permit application for a black chain fence, privacy fence. We had another zoning permit for a detached garage. And then we also reviewed and approved the revision of a certified survey map for Bullseye Country Club. And then we also spoke about our comprehensive plan, which Mike is gone now, but we are going to review, last night we reviewed all the results from the survey, and we're going to put that into a final draft, and then we're going to discuss how how we want to present it to the public. And with the COVID thing, we have to rethink our strategies for that.
Patty, for your information, I did talk with our normal videographer, and he says if, say, Adam McLean or the chairman wanted to do a tape recap of those things, they could tape it for us and put it on our YouTube channel and or the city's service. So when that point in time that the plan commission is ready to turn those results over, we could. And just for those that are back in, we had a phenomenal response. We had over 42%
Yes.
return response, which is about 20% normally more than anyone else ever sees. Good questions, good answers, lots of good comments from what I read.
So, are you thinking about, putting this in like a 1 or 2 page summary? Could we put in a fall newsletter or something?
Well, I don't know if it could actually be 1 or 2 page something. I
Pretty
left
thick.
it at home. Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
But,
I'm just curious.
yeah.
I thought that was a good question.
but, yeah, they have some really great graphs, so a person could end up going on their website and looking at the graphs to be able to get a quick feeling of where we stand in the community. So.
I have a question. In 2008, didn't we have the presentation of that with the plan commission and the town board? But didn't we have that at the library?
At the library?
And all through it? No. Okay. Is
I
that what
cannot honestly tell you that I remember what we did in 2008.
But I think it's good to get together on it, and there's a lot of people, at the county level are interested in.
Well, it seemed, actually, I want to say that it was well written, questions were good answers, lots of great comments. I think there was close to 400 additional comments on it, and I appreciate every one of them.
And again, you guys remember what the response was back in
22%.
It was.
22% on our first.
And that's normal for a lot of communities.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is history, doing math.
Anything else, Patty?
Yeah, I would like to, my hopes when we first did this was to be able to do a presentation where people could come to the municipal building and see the results of it. If there's for some reason that we'll be able to do that, I hope we can still consider that, but I guess with the COVID, we may have to do the electronic, but.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I would be in favor of allowing the planning commission to have additional meetings if you need to get some in there, like, if you need to, once we have a little more safety, we can speed up the process, and we'd like to get that done ready.
Yes.
End of the year.
Yep, for sure.
All right, public safety, Amber, we haven't met yet, but I would like to probably get within the next 3-4 weeks, get with Mel and Bob and schedule a public safety meeting, and we'll find some time. So we'll try to find a date that works, and then I'll check with you to see if it works, and then we'll get an agenda out there. WT meeting, I guess Bill had an impromptu one with some of the staff about the 75th anniversary.
And also, yes, the 75th anniversary, we're working on that. I am the chairman of it through the Towns Association. And there's 4 of us assigned to it. 2 of the staff members for the 2nd District, myself, and another person from Juneau County, and she's going to write a book about it. And so we're working on it. And the staff here was very helpful in giving me a 1977, I believe, from Kathy Elk, who won a 50-year award, whatever. Anyway, that was very helpful. And I have talked to the family, and some of the family are still live here in town, and they're quite old. Some of them are, and we're trying to get more stuff from them. Also, the executive committee of the Towns Association here, we met, and our next meeting is going to be in July. It'll be the 3rd Friday in July, it'll be in the town of Richford. And who will be the speaker is the town of Richford thinks they can do this thing. And also, the health, the nurse will be there, the county nurse will be the speaker, so. And the Towns Association is going to help us out with going with some kind of, you can phone in, or you can, what is that other thing they have?
Zoom in.
Zoom in. Zoom in. Zoom in is quite expensive if you go over the half hour. And the county does not use the Zoom in, but the Towns Association will put that bill for a Zoom in, so there'll be more on it.
They're not as friendly as people want to think they are. Okay, is there any other comments on, we were on the WTA and where did I go? Then the Airport Commission. I provided in your packet the main report from the airport manager, Jeremy Sickler. Surprisingly, if you look at our jet fuel sales, we're at 96% of what we were last at the same time. Surprisingly, that there is traffic coming into the airport on a daily basis. In the last week, I've witnessed 6 and 7 jets that were in there, plus a lot of twin engines and wherever. Our new hangar that's being constructed with the sponsor of the Wisconsin Department of Transportation funding was scheduled to be in our hands on June 5th. Everything would have been on time and in our hands, except that we had a failure of the sprinkler, pressurized sprinkler system's pump, which they're hoping going to have a pump tomorrow in our hands. So even new pieces of equipment do fail. So the hydrostatic test failed, and that caused some difficulties.
Still not on the air for weather though.
Pardon me?
We're still not on the air for weather.
No, we had a contractor that cut the 760 or 60, whatever, 4-volt power cable that feeds that. That line is supposed to have been replaced this week. They did have a temporary fix up for it, and he's going to have a very big bill. That's $15 a foot for that wiring.
And they don't want any splices in it.
The federal has approved a splice.
You're lucky.
No, I'm not
I
lucky.
mean,
It's a
they're
contract.
They're lucky.
It was nice and contract.
No, I haven't. All right, the commission did receive our new airport tug, which is the John Deere, a larger, it's a commercial grade in-between tractor that will be able to move those 50,000-pound aircraft into the hangar, out of the hangar. We had to purchase a new used courtesy vehicle due to a engine failure on one or other one. Our new Holland tractor, which is our workhorse, which has the broom on it, snow removal equipment, brush hogging. The hydraulic system got some kind of failure in it, and it went all over, so it was a $15,000 repair to it. But seeing now that tractor, and it's, when we purchased it, it only cost us $5,000 because of the federal funding. We're still a pretty good tractor for $20,000.
That was the least, that was the most recent tractor.
No, we've had that for probably 10 years now. That's a big New Holland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you were pretty close to that time. You were.
Yes, it was new to me, it was, yeah.
And I guess that pertains to what's new on the airport. Like I said, the hangar should be in our control. We do have reservations for it already for a big jet June 22nd, 3rd, and 4th, from what I understand. Economic development has not met yet, but Amber, I did have a discussion with the mayor from Wisconsin Rapids recently again. He was talking about recreational activities, and I remember seeing on our surveys there was a lot of concern of wanting to get a trail from Rapids out to the Lake Wazeecha. They are willing to meet on that, at least he's willing to meet, so we'll try to get together and get a committee started on that and try to see if we can figure out a way to cooperatively. I know Patty, you talked about that
Justin Connors is also interested in that.
Yes, actually, there was one of the chamber committees that was on it, that's part of their teaching, and they never got to the point of fruition. But they do have some ideas on it, so we'll move that forward. Recycling, solid waste, and water, you have any report, Bill?
Well, on solid waste, and recycling, for one thing, we're going to, because of the survey and that about having brush and stuff like that, we want to kind of buckle that down and bring something to the board. Water, we have not had the water meetings, but we will have one in June, and it'll be on a Monday. And I'm sure you'll get on the agenda. And as far as the one water meeting that was on the MOU, Bill Lightman and myself both missed that meeting. It was scheduled for 2 o'clock in Peter Casan's office, and they had it at 10 o'clock. So we were given a long time. So neither one of us did attend that. I do have the minutes, Arnie, and I think you should see them.
I did receive them, and did you share them with the rest of the board?
No, I did not.
Okay, I'll give them in the trays. And
And as far as solid waste,
no meeting for personnel matters?
Personnel did not meet.
Okay. Reports or items from individual board members, Dan?
They got nothing.
Patty?
Nothing.
Bill?
I just think that this town should be a little more open in their meetings and have people have it.
Ever? I have one item, I want to make a referral to the Recycling, Solid Waste and Water Committee. Seeing as how that water is in your name, we have several residents that have been having concerns about their waters and their basements again. I did have a conversation with Brad, I believe it's Burkhauser, forgive me if it's wrong, I'll get to the correct name, who is a DOT water expert, who's willing to meet with this committee and help you understand the water, how it's flowing, where it's coming from, and if there's any mitigation abilities that they can recommend to the town. So
Like ditching, as an example? Is that-
there are all kinds of things that may or may not be. The biggest thing he's always said is you got to be careful you don't mess with not utilities, but natural waterways and swamps. I guess what's wetlands. There you go. Anyway, I have an email from him that I will share with everybody. Just didn't get to it today, but I'll share it with you. Just an FYI for everybody, I did a measurement yesterday afternoon of the Lions Club's pond. We know what our starting level was, and I had a boat out there. We put a ruler down. That water table right now is 4 foot higher than it's ever been. So we have a lot of water in this town right now. And that's scary. So, if nothing else, I'll make it, accept the items for future agendas. And just maybe when that water committee gets together, I think we should probably have the rest of the board members be asked to sit in on that and information gathering. Okay, so a motion adjourned by Patty, second by Clifford. Any discussion? Hearing none, all fair say aye. Aye.